Authorities are keeping an eye on the Marikina River's water level because of heavy rains earlier today. Marikina Mayor Marcy Teodoro joins us for updates. Thank you so much for joining us, Mayor Marcy. What is the current status right now of the Marikina River? Earlier, you had your first alarm and it breached more than 15 meters. What is it at right now?
That is correct, Rico. We breached the 15-meter level around 5 in the afternoon. And currently, we are carefully and closely monitoring it at 15.5 meters. There are several families now into barangays, namely Nangka and Concepcion Uno, who preemptively evacuated. We have around 41 families who preemptively evacuated. But I will emphasize the fact that there are still no reported flooded areas in Marikina.
So what is the critical level, Mayor Marcy, for Marikina River?
If the water level reaches 16 meters, we will do a preemptive evacuation in low-lying communities, and that is critical already because if it reaches 16 meters, water starting to flow into the low-lying communities, and at 18 meters, we will do forced evacuation. But as part of our contingency in terms of preparedness and resiliency, we do preemptive evacuation as early as 15 meters.
If Typhoon Florita, Mayor Marcy, maintains its strength according to the latest weather bulletin, how is Marikina preparing for more rains and flooding that can happen tonight?
We have opened and around 40 evacuation centers already. This is double the number of the evacuation centers that we have during the last typhoon because we are observing carefully the new health protocol in evacuation centers to avoid congestion. And also to maintain social distancing among evacuees. Secondly, we have pre-positioned our rescue equipments, particularly rescue boats and other related equipments that we can use in evacuating people in low-lying communities, easily flooded areas. Our rescue personnel are now on 24-hour alert standby position. So more importantly is the participation of the community. We have volunteers also from the community. We have medical teams. We have properly informed the barangays and community organizations.
Classes, Mayor Marcy,
they need to follow.
Mayor Marcy, you mentioned the number of evacuation centers, no? And of course, classes just started yesterday. Will classrooms be used as evacuation centers if need be?
Because I must admit that half of the number that I have mentioned, 40 evacuation centers, half of that are schools being used for by our for purposes of teaching, and half of the evacuations are non-school. Nangyari kanina, nag-declare tayo ng suspension of classes, kaya we were able to use the schools now as evacuation center.
So will schools remain suspended in Marikina even tomorrow?
Yeah, as we have announced earlier, we made the announcement prior to the announcement made by Malacanang that classes in all levels, both in public and private schools, are suspended today until tomorrow.
What about offices?
Make necessary announcement if the rain will continue on the next day.
What about offices?
That, by tomorrow, the weather will be better.
Everyone is hoping that the weather will be better tomorrow, Mayor Marcy, and of course, everyone will be back to school on Thursday because it just started yesterday. What about offices? What is the ruling there?
Uh, in terms of offices, we have suspended work in government offices today and tomorrow, except for those frontliners involved in emergency work and in evacuation. In private offices, we leave it to the discretion of the management. What they will deem safe for their employees.
Mayor Marcy, thank you so much for that update on the Marikina River and developments in Marikina. Please stay safe. Marikina Mayor Marcy Teodoro.